High power. Sox gang. I'm wearing black Pumas with my hair like Kunta, Kendrick Lamar.
What's up, all you wonderful gamers? I guess it's time for me to review another game. So I decided for this video to tackle two roller coaster games. First roller coaster game up, it's Thrillville Off the Rails. Now, I know about the original Thrillville, but I don't have the game, so I'm just going to review the sequel. Now, this is considered one of the greatest roller coaster games of all time, with the addition of some mini games. So, as you can tell from the back, I got it at GameStop. Anyways, let's pop in this game and see how good it is. So when you start up, you'll be... Actually, I'm doing the creator coaster mode. I would review the story mode, but you guys probably know it by now. So anyways, we're entered into the construction site, and you have a list of all the different coasters and stuff that you want to create. There's also a golf course that you can create, a mini golf course right there. You see it right there. So let's start off real easy and pick the corkscrew one. Now this takes us to where we have two directions to go. You can change directions by pressing the Y on the Xbox 360 controller, and you can press triangle on the PS2 controller. I've never seen a PS3 version of Thrillville Off the Rails, so I don't count it as. Anyways, so once you start, you can see that there's a blue track right there that links up to the gray track right over there. You can do whatever you want. You can create this coaster to your likeness. So yeah, I'm just creating my own coaster. You can also add glow pieces to it. This makes your coaster incredibly fun for people to enjoy. So yeah, if you're just creating a coaster or thinking about creating one, there are a lot of unique things about this game that make creating coasters fun, like the wool pieces. Also, you have to worry about how much drill your coaster will make and how much nausea your customers will get. This adds a level of challenge to creating a coaster and makes this game incredibly fun in the fact that it challenges you to create a coaster that's high in thrills and low in nausea. So as you can tell, creating coasters is a fun experience. There are all these woe pieces you can create, like fire hoops, slicer dicers, even the simplest stuff like slummins, barrel rolls, and corkscrews. Now there's also another woe piece you can create, like if you're pointing straight down for a coaster, you can have steep loops, or you can have the smoke tunnel if you want. So yeah, if you're not sure how to finish your coaster, or if you just want to finish the coaster the quick way, try Track Assist. It will help you to finish your coaster, and it will suggest pieces that will help you get closer to finishing it. Like here, it just found the solution track. And there we go. Done with my coaster. Now let's ride. So when you get on your coaster to ride, you'll be amazed at how much your creativity went to affect making the coaster. You can pretty much see your whole coaster while riding this. I gotta say, I did a pretty good job making coasters. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Here comes the big one. Here comes the big one that puts us right there. Many steep loops. They will bring you down. And that's an important aspect to these loops, is you have to know what type of loop you're working with. And some will bring you straight down, some will bring you right to where you started on the loop. So you really have to be careful about choosing loops. Now if you want, you can play some of the mini games like going to Party Play. So I'll just pick a mini game and show you what it's like. By the way, I have to add right off the bat, that's a great soundtrack that they had for this game. Alright, the first game up I'm going to try is RoboCaos. And in this game, you get a choice of 3 robots. See, you got Clink, fast but lightweight, Clonk, good speed, medium weight, or Clunk, slow but dangerous. If you're like me that loves fast, you'll probably pick Clink, since he's the fastest robot of them all. Now you get an assortment of combos to work with by mashing a series of buttons, right? I also have to add, there's no way to really block. But this game is pretty easy. You just KO your opponent by knocking his body pieces off of him, or you win by having the most health when the time limit runs out. If you KO your opponent, you'll win like 50,000 points, and you'll continue from there. One combo that's really tricky to do starts off with pressing the X button and then pressing the Y button in rapid succession. This is called the motor grinder, and it forces you to be fast on the buttons. Oh, and by the way, I'm playing this on an Xbox 360. Let's take a look at the control real quick. Well, it's basically the same format as it would be for any other controller that came out after the Super Nintendo controller. You got all your buttons in the same position. if you're on the PS3, you'll have the buttons in the same position, except you won't have the letters. You'll have like these symbols. Then on top of that, the LB and LT are L1 and L2 for PS3, and the RB and RT are R1 and R2 for PS3. So look at that, I just won. Well, that was fun. Throwville Off the Rails is a must-have, and it should be on every gamer's shelf, no matter how old or experienced the gamer is. Now let's look at the last coaster game I'm about to do justice. It's Concept Coaster Craft for the Xbox 360. And yes, I got it from the Xbox Live Store under section Avatar. This game is a bit less fun than Throwville, but let's try it out anyways. Well, already this game is different than Throwville Off the Rails. Unlike Throwville, where you had the the right joystick control the camera angle. This one, you actually use the directional pad. And guess what? That simple control scheme that Throwville had for controlling the track, that's not what these game developers were intending for. No, in this game, you have to push the left stick all the way if you want to get this track to go far out to the left or right. And you can actually move the length of the track by using the L stick and holding it either up or down to control the length of the next track. Now, roll right and roll left are RB and LB. I've never gotten used to that before, so what's the point of trying to do it? And to lower or raise your coaster, you need to push the RT and LT buttons. That's right. You use the entire Xbox 360 controller to create a coaster. Well, it does have its prefab tracks. Basically, it's nothing more than just any other thing you'd see at any other park. Probably besides the let me get to it. Oh yeah, the Giga Drill, the volcanic, and the volcano. So I'm just gonna put down the bow tie because I can't really argue with this game's physics. Now there's a unique thing in this. You can actually change the track speed. Yes, you heard me right. You can change the track speed of your coaster. To do that, you push RB to increase the track speed and LB to decrease it. Now, if you're about fast, you would have to highlight every single piece of the track and press RB in order to get maximum speed on the track. Is that really what the game developers had in mind when they made this game? You use the whole Xbox 360 controller Well, I don't know one person who would be suckered in to play this game if they were friends with the angry video game nerd. Now, admittingly, I did buy this game thinking it would be one of an all-time classic roller coaster creator, but the fact that you use a whole Xbox controller to create a coaster really hinders fun in making it. To roll right and roll left are different, lower and raise. Why didn't the programmers of this game take a hint from LucasArts and actually make a decent coaster maker? Why didn't they copy their system for Thrillville Off the Rails, which, I don't know, worked? No. What did they do? They gave me a game to play that's like trying to build a roller coaster in real life. Yes, you heard me right. They're trying to make it like real life. I mean, how many games do you recall have ever been classics while trying to be like real life? As far as I know, this game is not one of them, so you know what? Buy Thrillville Off the Rails, but don't buy that game. I'm dead serious.